going on, y'all? It's been a little while. I've been working a lot for the last 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to shoot anything. It's been super cold and then super wet after that, so I thought I would come out and do some mushroom hunting today for the first time in about 2 weeks. And I thought maybe the lion's manes would be popping, but I didn't expect to come right out of the parking lot and find 3 of them right here on one log. So the one isn't that big, but yeah, this may be a pretty good hunt, so let's go get it done. I need to find some oysters today if I can too, so that my landlord can cook what she wants for Thanksgiving. So let's see what we do. So far so good. Still within seeing distance of the parking lot, and I think I just found another small one. So let's see what we got. This one's pretty small, but that will not hurt it. In fact, I kind of like the small ones. A little bit of chicken in the woods. It's a little past its prime, I think. But I don't want any anyway. I think I'll leave them. It's awful mushy. I think it may have been frozen or something. Still cool to see. So since I'm having a pretty good mushroom hunt right now, I figured I'd give you a few pointers on the lion's manes. And I don't really want to talk about the identification because you need to do that for yourself. And you know, it's a pretty easy one. It's easy to see, it's big and white, and as far as I know, there's not a lot that looks anything like it, but you still need to do your homework before you get any mushroom. But I can give you a few pointers about when and where to find them, because this is the one mushroom that I feel like I've sort of dialed in. Now every mushroom hunt that I go on is, you know, a chance. Sometimes I don't find anything, sometimes I find completely different mushrooms than what I thought I would. But with the lion's manes, I've been pretty consistent with it. It's still a gamble, but first of all, where you're going to find them is low-lying wetlands. You can see that's where I found most of them. Stays wet down here. A lot of older trees, big trees. And I look mainly for dead, rotten logs like that. And occasionally I'll get up, stop, and look around and look up in the trees. And occasionally you'll see one in a dead tree or a live tree. But the main thing is the timing that I feel like I've dialed in. And it's pretty simple. It's the beginning of winter when you get that first really hard freeze, or throughout the winter when you've had warm weather and then it just super cold weather, and then followed by rain, which is usually how it goes, right? Because it gets dry when it gets super cold, and then as a new warm front comes in, there's a lot of rain with it. And it's not a guarantee, nothing with mushroom hunting is a guarantee, but really cold weather, hard freeze, followed by some warmer weather with rain, several days of it, usually you'll do okay if you're looking in the right places. I found some oysters, really young oysters. I'd like them to be bigger, but actually the flavor is going to be better like this, and I don't think the landlord needs many. These are really cool looking, just the way they grew on the log. Let me show you right quick. They're on the underside, so they're growing kind of funny like. And oysters are weird to me anyway. There's some young pins. There's some coming out. Like I said, another day or two they would be bigger and a bigger harvest, but I don't really need a big harvest, and I'm not going to be back over here and probably find the same log. But here's some that are mature. Oh, hold on. Let's look on the other side of the log. Here's some old ones on the end, but we won't worry with them. These are not oysters, by the way. I don't know what these are. They're a hard, woody-like shelf mushroom, but I think they're really cool, whatever they are. Yeah, I see it now. So this is a tip that I always tell you in mushroom hunting in general. You find some mushrooms on a log that are what you want, look over the whole log. Them are really nice. They're a little bigger than I want, but the veil is still curled down, the cap, however what you want to call it, and they still look really fresh, so this is a nice score. And I'm giving you advice about mushroom hunting. I want to make clear that I am not an expert mushroom hunter. I'm actually a big amateur, but I do find a lot of mushrooms, and that's because I get out and hunt. So once you feel like you're safe with some of the identification, get out there and hunt for them. Like I said, this is probably a pound or two of mushrooms in this one clump. This is good, nutritional, free food, and super fun to find. That is the main reason I do this, is for fun. Really nice. The landlord is going to be pleased with this, I think. And she's a really awesome cook, so I want to make sure that she gets what she needs to cook with. Oysters, all mushrooms are kind of wild looking, but this is just a neat, weird creature to me. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I think I have. But what I'm calling an oyster mushroom most of the time is called the late fall oyster. And it's actually not a true oyster mushroom. It's in a different genus, and you can read more about that. But yeah, really cool. Well, my bag is really full, and I told myself today that when I filled up the bag that I would call it quits. So with that, I think I'll let y'all go. Just want to say, get out there and hunt. Like I said, with the lion's mane, you have a super cold break with a lot of rain after, go look for them. And that's usually a good time to find oysters. But the oysters have been a little more unpredictable to me. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be good. Bye.